You know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go, Monica, one more time.
Okay.
Now, tell us what you've been doing.
All right, so I've been working on my disengaged position.
What do you mean by disengaged position?
When I'm not, I forgot what you called it, Melissa, but when I'm not asking her for anything and she still tries to mug me a little bit.
Your manners position?
My manners position. Well,
disengaged is fine.
The one where, okay, and then, you know, when I say, okay, now I am.
Like right now, you could turn away from her and be like.
Okay. And so, good girl. And so I'm still treating for that.
Okay.
But anyway, so.
Okay.
Well,
you've been working on your manners.
Yes, and then I've been working on, you know, when I am asking her for something, so to move or to not move, to follow my target, and walking and trotting.
Okay, so manners, move, not move, follow the target, walking and trotting. All right, super. And tell me your evaluation of how that's going.
So she's pretty smart. She clues in pretty quickly. I'm still trying to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. I'm still, you know, forget where am I standing again and how am I posing myself, you know, some of the time, but I hope I'm getting better at that.
Okay. So what would you like to look at today?
So I would like to, I'd like to look at this actually. She's not usually one to move around. We had worked on that in another style, and so now she kind of still is looking for treats and that kind of thing. But I would like to work further on some things that I can do on the ground when the weather is messy like it is this time of year. Good girl. And no.
Good girl, yes. And just let her.
Yeah. Okay, and so and some things like that, like, you know, what is the thing that's going on with us?
Okay.
I'm sorry that I have not, you know,
done. No, you're good. Okay. So, let me see. Well, I've already seen. So, so I was going to have you demo, but right out of the box, the thing that I want you to think about, because you are right spot on with this, right? Good girl, right there, right?
Yes.
So she's really good and she's standing still. Are you aware of what you're doing, though, when you're like, okay, good girl, and I'm about to feed her, because this is what's making her busy, right? So you can take the lead line off of her if you want.
Okay.
There we go. You want me to shut the gate? Sure, that would be terrific. All right. So I'm going to just stand here with you. No, you want to be you.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, good girl, yes, right?
Yes.
Now, you try that, and let's see how that. I want you to be very aware of what you do, because it may have just been while ago when you were talking to me, you just did it differently because you were talking and doing. All right.
Good girl.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm slow.
Okay, so what happened in the moment between you said good girl and...
She came looking for it, yes.
Right, so when you're saying she used to stand still and now she doesn't because you're rewarding her for getting busy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because in her mind, you said
she had
good
to come,
girl, but when she really got the food, it was after she turned around and went wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right?
Yes.
So that's all.
Okay.
It's really simple. It's easy to fix, right? So if it was me, I might try being ready.
Oh,
I don't always say that. Like, I don't always say that's a good idea. But I think in this case, I might go ahead and have my food out, my hand out, and I might just be ready. Well, she's trying to come with me. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I might just be ready.
Right.
And here's the other thing. Sometimes she's still going to wiggle, right?
Yeah.
So if she does, what can we do to fix that? Okay? So if she was wiggle, and I'm trying to get you in a good place for the camera, Pearl. I'm sorry, I know this is a little unfair because we're trying to video. But it's so funny because I'm not even touching her. She's like totally come with me.
Right.
So, okay, so let me show you another example. I'm finding demos these days work really well. Okay, so here she is.
Yeah, sorry, she's following me.
No, it's all right. It's all right. She's like, you guys, could you get clear?
Uh-huh.
It's okay. Come back with me, Monica, because she's confused about the two people.
All right.
Pearl. Pearl. Woo. Hello, Pearl. Come on. There
Come
we
back.
go. There she goes. Good girl. Good girl.
Good girl.
Really good. So you're just gonna stand behind me so we can be together and not confuse her, okay?
Okay.
All right. So if you're waiting for manners
Uh-huh.
and you get it,
Mm-hmm.
to build duration, you're gonna wait on her to get really still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think you already know that part, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna wait, and we're gonna wait, and we're gonna wait.
No, it's not me. Uh-uh.
So see, the fact that I
Yes.
have the tree in my hand is up in the criteria here,
Right.
right? So I think it's good for you to be around her with the food and her not get it,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so in this case here, where she's really struggling, if she doesn't kind of come pretty quick, I'm gonna say, let's go do something else,
Okay.
right? And redirect her because she's struggling a little.
Right, she is.
So you're in a different place. You got two different people.
Right.
You got a couple things going on here. So I may have to reward her sooner than I would, or either I got to go do something different. Good girl. All right, so what I was going to try to demonstrate, but I didn't want to.
Right, way too long.
Was what happens if she gets busy by accident? What happens if you miss your moment?
Yes.
Okay, so if you are saying good girl and then you go to feed her, good girl, and she gets busy, good girl. You're going to wait it out, right? So if she starts to come toward you, she doesn't get the food.
Right.
You just stand and wait again, okay? And I like the fact that we're using the verbal instead of the clicker, because the clicker ramps it up some more. Okay, so when you're grooming and doing things, have the food on you. Right? And if you're just hanging out talking to Wanda standing by the fence, have some food in your hand. Or whatever, right? So that she gets used to, the food doesn't always mean that you get fed. Right? So we're going to start to do more of what we call a variable reinforcement schedule, where sometimes you can rub her, pat her, good girl, or whatever, where she doesn't get fed every time. Does that make sense? So that way you're not dealing with that busyness. But that's all the busyness really is that she feels she's being rewarded for getting busy.
Right.
That's it. So that's pretty straightforward, I think. Would you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So so you've been doing that. Show me what else you've been doing.
So let me
need
get
a
my
target?
Yeah.
So you're pretty clear on that, right?
Oh yeah. I mean,
You're gonna have chances to show me that in a minute.
so okay.
I mean, you're gonna have chances to show me you standing beside her, feeding her, and getting clarity on that.
Oh,
when you
gotcha.
finish that, okay?
Okay.
So if there's timing questions that you have or whatever, we can do those. Okay. And I'm gonna try not to feed her a lot because I don't want her trying to come through.
Good.
Nice. And now manner. And now manner.
Good. Good.
And wait.
Good.
And wait.
Good.
So really save your word until you get what you want, okay? And wait. And then just turn around, put yourself back in position a little bit, and just wait. Good, feed her. Quick. Really
Good.
good. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So save your word until
Yes.
you're really doing it, because she's just a little confused.
Okay.
This is a minor detail that
Okay.
Okay? Wonderful the way I love how she went with you and all that. What's your cue for the trot? Your body?
Yes.
Okay. So I would encourage you to add a word to that.
Okay.
Right? Because we want her to be able to do it on your saddle.
Right.
And what are you going to do when no one's there to jog in front of you?
Sure.
So what do we want to use for a word?
Trot. Trot. And I'm leaving you behind. You want something here? Trot. Good, good, good.
Good. That was nice and quick. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So now I want to click on the trot.
Okay. Walk. Trot. Good. Good.
Good as soon as she starts to trot.
Okay.
And what you're doing is fine. What you've done is perfect. We're just upping the criteria. Does that make sense?
Yes. Good. Was that okay?
No, it's okay. Yeah, we don't like to have seen her head down and all that, but you see how much she's been struggling a little bit moving around? And I can't hear you, so make sure you're bridging her
Okay.
in a moment before you feed her.
Okay.
Here I might just circle on the shoulder and be like, can I help you? Can I support you feel better right here?
Right here? Okay. Because she's distracted? Okay.
See if she, there you go.
Yeah, good.
We're going to bring her back to, we're doing something here.
Okay. All right.
Right, so let's do this, right? Let's do like one more time and leave her and chat for a second.
Okay. You mean leave her by walking away? All right, so I'm going to trot one more time and then...
Then you're going to give her a little jackpot if she does it really good on the ground and then walk over.
All right. Walk.
Good.
Good. Trot. Good.
And then a couple tricks on the ground.
Okay,
Like first.
about that just now?
Yeah, come on out of the fence so we can just leave it.
So I'd like her to get even more, more conscientious about staying with me and to expect her reward, but not to come looking for it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what you've been rewarding her for coming
Right,
looking
right,
for her.
right,
So that'll
right, right.
naturally go away on
Right.
its own as your timing gets better.
Right.
Okay. So
Yeah, I would like my timing to get better.
so why do you think that she's not quite so quick to?
Well, she mostly is, but there's distance between, you know,
There
there's
is, but-
distance.
Okay. Yes, you're absolutely right. And what do you think we can do to make that better? I'm trying to stretch you here. I can't believe this warm weather is beautiful.
So I think that would just come with practice. I'm not sure.
Okay. So how long is it between when she does the thing that you ask
Oh,
and you say your word?
so it's still some distance. I was trying to get quicker with my click, but I've left my voice behind.
Okay.
And I don't have my
this is
clicker
really
today.
good. We got the clicker, but that's the next thing I was going to say. The clicker will probably help. But under saddle, the voice is going to
Yes,
be too,
yes,
right? So,
yes.
So we'll go back to use the clicker a little bit. We'll make that stronger for her. And your voice being quicker. So when you say walk to her, are you saying good or anything like that?
Not today, no.
Okay.
But
So-
I've been doing it just with a clicker.
Okay, so
But yeah,
but
so-
you're clicking her when she walks.
Yeah,
Perfect. Okay, so you're clicking her when she walks. Okay, so that's a pretty set criteria. She's staying with you when you walk,
Yes.
right? So now what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the trot transition. So as soon as she trots, good, or click, or stop and feed,
Okay.
right? And we'd prefer for it to be immediate click, immediate feed.
Okay.
Right? So even if you get the click on time, but it really takes you a long time to get to the food, not quite as powerful as click immediate food.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So had been several days since I had a chance to do this with the weather and everything. And so when I got her out earlier this week and was working on this, she kept, I would stop to, I would, click and stop, and she'd keep going,
Okay.
several steps. So I got, so that I was not, I think I was stopping and then clicking for the stop.
I see. So you're actually rewarding the downward rather than the upward.
Yeah, well, yes.
Yes. Okay. So other things to love about this, though, is that she's in a strange place. She's with you pretty well. She's paying pretty good attention, right? And she's really following the target.
Yeah.
And she's really following your body, which is what you've been teaching her.
Yes.
Right? So now we're up in the criteria of saying now we want you to do it on the word. So I just want you to add the words.
Okay.
The walk, the trot, right?
Yes.
The good with the click, because we want all of her those to mean things to her.
Okay.
Right? And we want our timing a little sharper.
Yes.
And I think those things together will really help.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go give that a go.
All right.
What's the point of the cone?
Well, what we want to do is have her start stationary targeting. Right? So we're just kind of running through. Now what we're doing is running through what Monica's been working on, because I just wanted to be able to give her a little bit of feedback on that so she can continue to work that at home. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get her working on the target.
Oops, I ran you into it, didn't I? Sorry.
Yes.
Good girl. Sorry about that. Didn't see that.
And what we were going to do is have her hand target these,
Good.
right? And then start to send her from target to target with Monica sitting on her back and me saying walk and trot. Because we want this whole, girl has this idea that when you're on my back and you're asking me to go forward, I'm grumpy. So we're trying to make that go away, which we did pretty good at last time.
Yes.
We got really good success with that, but we want to make sure we're not skipping the basics on the ground.
Walk. Oop, did you get lost? Walk. Good. All right, well, yes. So she was still walking, so do I reward her when she's still walking? So I had asked her to walk, she walked, and she followed me away from you, so I wanted to reward her for that, but she was still walking when I stopped to feed her, so at that point...
That was fine, it's just that what was she doing with her head and neck and everything when you were feeding her?
Yeah, well, she was lipping at it and everything.
Right, she was bending her neck around and she was like, Monica, can I have some food? And
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm confused between doing it right away and waiting for that to get over.
Trying to do it right away, right? Get to her. Like, feed
Okay.
her over there where you want her to be.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Rather than allowing her to come to you to beg.
Okay.
Get it over there. Get it out. Get it over there. You probably would do better with a different bucket. Because I think part of the thing is not even your timing. I think you're struggling with the bucket. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So I think being ready, having the food in your hand while you're using that bucket might help.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's your time. I mean, like, you're reaching at the right second and all that. But I think you're struggling to get it out.
Okay.
But that's a very good question for clarity.
All right. Walk.
So they don't have to have
Good.
every time you feed them, right?
So, yeah.
What you want to encourage them is to have their head away. And not curled or anything like that. Wait for the relaxation. There.
Good.
So here's the thing. Let's get clarity.
Yes. Yes.
Two different ways of feeding. One is fast and furious for a new behavior. Okay? The other is in a mannerly position.
Okay.
So if we were asking her to trot right now, which is our new behavior, fast and furious, get it to her. If she's a little coming to you, don't worry about it, but try to be accurate over here.
Okay.
But if it's manners, then it's manners.
Okay.
And that'll help clarify for you.
So at the walk, I can do manners. Okay.
She's real keen on that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. Remind me what I'm about to do.
All right. Let's just go try for the trot again. Let's have a look at that again.
All right.
So you're going to say the word for off. Right? As soon as she trots, click feed or whatever.
Okay. All right.
I'll finish the trot.
Good. Walk. Trot. Good. I was still slow, but yes.
Better.
Good.
I didn't.
Walk.
Okay, and let's do it again.
Trot. Good. Whoa. Let me.
You take care of me before you move your body.
Okay. She caught it in the air.
Awesome. right, then go back to work. She's liking moving, so you don't have to feed her there. Just go on.
All right, walk. Trot. Good.
No, you didn't keep rigid.
Too late. 3 steps late.
All right. This is so much fun. Puzzle.
It is like a puzzle.
There you go.
All right, walk. All right. Trot. Good. Fast and furious. Okay. Walk. Trot. Good. Whoop. Okay.
If you miss the moment, just don't say it.
Okay.
Try to get your foot to come out with the clip.
Okay. Walk. Trot. Ah!
Too soon. Do it again.
Trot. Good.
Don't say it unless it's too comfortable. Unless you're timing for it.
Oh.
All right.
Walk. Trot. Good. Oops. Oh, brother. I probably won't be any better with that now. Walk.
You've gotten her on the word. This is bad. This is better than last time for sure.
Trot. Good. Walk.
The second. My semantics are wrong because I'm saying moment. The second.
Trot.
Second.
Good. Walk. Trot. Good. I'm back here. Good. So what do I do there? Just feed anyway? Okay. Yes. Okay. Yep. Walk. Trot. Good. Sorry. One more and then I'll do it. Walk. Yes. Trot. Good.
What you want to add to this, right, is that in this position, she sometimes put her ears back and sometimes she didn't. Okay? Did you notice that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I would do with this is, when she puts her ears back, no bridge
Oh.
and no food.
Oh, okay.
Back to the walk and do it again.
Oh, okay.
Because
Perfect.
she's already got that attitude under saddle, right? And so it's interesting that you're seeing it showing up here.
Uh-huh.
In my mind, what this is to me a little bit is to see if she can say, hey, I want that food. I'm not seeing it because it's not consistent. If it was ulcers, I'd say every time she trots, she'll just walk out. Every time she puts her ears back, she's gonna see her belly turn. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see that. To me, this is a little bit more about, this is the way, if I was in a herd situation,
Yes, it's
I would
the
put my
mare,
ears back
yeah.
and see if I could scare
Be the
you
boss.
out of, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, you know,
yes,
whatever.
yes,
So,
I agree.
So I would not cave to that, right? And I would be like, oh, so that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the happy attitude. You know, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't talk to her. I wouldn't confuse the matter. I'd just be like, nope, we're waiting for the happy attitude to get the treat. Okay?
Yes.
Because that's what we want to build under saddle.
Yes.
Anything else you want to look at on the ground before we look at the target? Okay. So what we are going to do with those is we're going to use the cone just like we're using the whip.
Okay.
Right? And we're going to have her target it.
Okay.
Right? Click, feed, click, feed, click, feed. Right? And then what we will do is we'll start to sit it on the ground and have her touch it down there. And then we'll start to back away. So
Okay.
we're sending her from you to that, you to that, you to that, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to just get her started on that. if
Yes.
That's okay.
Absolutely.
Just so we can move a little bit quicker. And for the sake of time.
Here.
And because the idea is here that what I wanted to do was put you on her back, right? And then get her going like from me to the cone and doing the trotting. And that's where we're heading, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to give you the, let's do it, the where we're heading. Thank you. I love these. These are the ones I use too. You know, you can buy them in like 14-pound bags at Tractor Supply.
I was just trying them. I had just gotten them. I was trying them.
I told you that they were my favorite. These knicker makers.
Adam gave me a whole bag, great big bag.
Oh, that was so sweet.
It was.
And you guys, and I have riding pants on underneath this, just so you know. I'm not trying to look unprofessional. It was
No,
cold.
I get that. I get that.
All right.
That's why I'm in my tennis shoes.
Good. See how quick? Pearl. See if I can handle all this. I haven't done this in a while. Can you target? Are we using touch or target?
I think touch.
Touch. And I'm waiting. See, I'm waiting for her to choose, so she's going to be interested again. Touch. But I also presented the target before she curled her head around to look for trees.
Mm-hmm.
Touch. She's a little, there we go. Now she's not afraid of it. She's a little bit afraid of the clicker. I thought we were going to go back and a bit just a loud clicker though. And see, you can also, for there, you could also say, good girl, for the manners.
Mm-hmm.
But see how she came back.
Yeah.
She's been beating me for coming back for that, right? Good girl. Touch. But you know, you can use, you know, earlier when I was saying, earlier when I was saying, use the movement as a reward. Like, so sometimes instead of clicking her there for the manners, you can be like, oh, okay, now we're going to play follow the target.
Mm-hmm.
See, because you can actually use that game that she loves as a reward in place of the food.
Okay.
Or the presentation of the target can be used as a reward if they really love it.
Okay.
She's just not used to this target.
Right.
But with
Right. The other one, she was.
touch.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea here is we're just going to get her hooked on a new target.
Uh-huh.
That's all we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Right. And so then you can also play the game with it, right? Which I think she might be even more interested in. Target. Touch. Come on. She's a little afraid of it. Touch. Good. So then what you want to do is you're going to work your way lower. Okay. Touch. Good. You continue to use your words. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, for this to work under saddle, we really want the words to be strong.
Yes.
To walk the trot.
Yes.
And touch.
Can you do 3 things at a time, Pam? I seem to be struggling with that.
It gets easier. When I started with natural horsemanship and I was trying to learn the rope, do you know how many times I hit myself in the eye? I had to go to ER one time because I hit myself with the end of the rope in the eye. Not because I was trying to hit the horse with it, touch, but because I was just trying to learn to twirl it. I was in the living room and
I had to give up on that.
Practice.
I just couldn't do it.
touch. But you know, they say when you learn more coordination stuff as you get older, it helps keep your brain.
Yes.
So this is good for y'all.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely need it, obviously.
Well, and some of it's your brain. You have that little second where your brain has to think about it right now, and you don't have to think about it so much.
Well, you know the thing that I think is most helpful, whether you use the positive reinforcement or whether you don't, which of course I am a proponent of using it, but the thing that I think really comes out of teaching people this is that the people learn touch to read the horse better. Because they have to slow down.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
You have to slow down long enough, and we don't slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to slow down and say, what is the horse thinking and feeling in order for this to work for you?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is one of the biggest bonuses of learning to do the positive reinforcement. And touch. Yes, good. Touch. Can you touch? Yeah. Come speak of the truth.
That's
I
right.
missed my moment a second ago. She touched it and I missed it. Can you touch? Good girl. I'm going to feed her down there by it.
Yeah.
Okay? And touch. Come on, touch. Come on. She's like, I think I'll try manners. That's easier. Good girl. And they always revert back to the last thing that they learned that they found easy. Okay? So just know that. Touch. Come on. Good girl. And you could set 2 whips and cones, and that might go faster. Like if you had cones that you could poke the hole, and you can in those, I think, too. Poke a hole in the top of them and set your whips in them, just because she likes it. But I think this is really good for her because she's so sensitive to learn to touch something new.
Yeah, I agree.
Good girl. Good girl. And then I'm going to leave her with that for a minute. Questions about that?
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to let you go in and do it next.
All right.
Okay? So where this is going is you're teaching her to touch that. And then we're going to take like a step back and have her take that 1 step to touch it. And then the 2 steps. And the click, when she touches it, releases her from the behavior.
Okay.
So just know that the click releases her from the behavior. So if you click and she comes to you, then that's okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
There's different schools of thought with that. Some people don't think the click releases from the behavior, or they don't teach that. It doesn't matter, right? But in this particular case, because I want her to go and come back, that's how we're going to teach it to her. Does that make sense?
And also, yeah, I like the idea of being specific.
I mean, you can teach them anything
Right.
with this, and you can change it. You can go, I don't like that anymore. I'm gonna. Do you know what I'm saying? So that I really love about it. Just let her finish chewing so that she wants to do it again.
Okay.
All
Now?
right. She's like, I love the camera. Do you want the clip?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I think
Yeah,
I
because
did.
I think, getting everything, the timing to me is probably the thing that is the most challenging when you first start this. Holding the stuff and the timing.
Saying hello. Who has the treats? Who has the treats? Good girl. Oops. To what?
Put thoughts on what you're doing.
All right. So I was going to get organized in my head, and I missed my moment. So, but I like this. So I'm going to. But I didn't click for that because I'd already clicked. Is that okay?
It's okay. I mean, just let it go, yeah. And I wouldn't have clicked. I would have just said the G-O-O-V word.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Because she knows that.
Right, she does. And so.
Save the click for the things that you're really going to feed and really, right now the click only comes with food.
Okay. Okay.
So
All right.
you want to start having her target if you can.
Okay, so I'm going to say touch. Good.
Make sure, as much as you can, that you feed her where you want her to be. As much as you can. This is not rocket science. You got to enjoy it.
Touch.
Excellent. I love that. You did everything perfect. I love
Touch.
that you waited for her to get her head straight before you presented the target. I loved it.
Okay.
That was beautiful. Well done in every way.
Touch.
You might put your hand down there to help her out.
Touch. Did she touch? No, not me.
Wonderful, and the head was straight. Yes, absolutely. Now, if she touches it a couple more times like that, you just throw some food at her again.
Okay.
Even if she does it on her own. Thank you. Yep. Oh, yes. See how that works?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So she's a little, would you agree that she's still just a little, she's not bold yet about touching?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you understand, and did you recognize when you actually did it so well and she was like her head straight and now I'm presenting?
Yes.
So she was getting rewarded just by the presentation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So she's like, oh, if I get my head straight, I get to play target.
Yes.
And that's how we want to do everything with the positive reinforcement. We should have brought the thing with us, actually. That's okay. No, it's okay. Leave it. It's okay. It's all right. She'll leave it. Just give her a second.
She's here looking at me though when you did that. Oh my goodness.
Sure. So she's really smart. So we can use that, right? We can use activities and play and movement and things that they want to do as the next step to the reward.
Okay.
And they see it that way, right? So it was obvious to her. She's like, oh, if I stand straight, I get to play target. I'm standing straight. And so that's what you want to do, because you want to move away from the clicks and the food eventually.
Right.
Right? So as much as possible, you want to start to build that, right?
Yes.
Okay, she's totally ready to play. So let's go do that one more time and see if we can get her really bold about touching it.
Okay.
And you want to take it with you right now when you
Yes. All right.
But eventually you want to leave her there with it, because you also want her to understand that she doesn't get treated when she's soliciting.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right now we're going to take it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
So right now she offers, we're taking it because it's a new behavior. Later, we want her to understand if she offers that she doesn't get fed unless we ask for it. Does that present?
Good. All right. I'm sorry. Did you
Okay. And so now you can present whenever she finishes to it.
target or touch?
Yeah, that's okay. I got you hooked on that. Again, put it where you want her to be. So put it out there where
Out
her head's
there.
going to be straight.
Touch.
Ooh, I loved it. I loved how you fed her away. I love how her head was straight. Your timing was perfect.
So, touch.
Love it. Yep.
Sorry.
You can feed her a bunch like that. Absolutely.
Go ahead. Touch.
Oh, good. Really feed her up and praise her. Yeah,
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Yep. You ready to feed her up?
Good girl.
Just do that 3 or 4 more times. I'm sure. It's probably really and you do have to wait longer, obviously,
That's
when you
fine.
jackpot bigger. But when you jackpot bigger, you're making everything go more clear in her mind. Does that make sense?
Yep.
You know, and the other thing that you can do there, and I do this all the time, is I drop the foot on the ground.
Okay. Touch.
Absolutely. See how that gets her in the habit of she wants to reach down toward
Yes.
it and everything like that?
Yes.
So, and I like feeding them on the ground because I want to get away from feeding in my hand as much as I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not a big hand feeder. Like, I want to get away from that. I want to feed them in a bucket. I want to feed them on a pan in the ground. I want to feed them on the ground as much as I can. And I like to, that way when I do need to use my hand, it's no big deal. But I don't want them to be reaching for my hand every time.
Every
they see
time.
anything coming.
Yeah.
So I try to vary that. So you get the idea of what we would do with you in the saddle and that. Are you doing anything under saddle with her? Have you been?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
Okay.
Between the weather and school.
You understand.
So I've just been doing the ground.
Okay. Questions, anybody? Peanut gallery? Everybody understands the concept though, of what we're working towards. All right. So why don't we mix this up now, and you take this as if it was the whip and go do your movement.
Oh, okay.
And see how that goes. Just again to really reinforce the strength of this is a familiar thing.
Okay. Walk.
Love it. So when you ask her to go again, present the target as the reward, kind of,
Okay.
and then go on to your next thing. she's trying manners out. So use your walk cue,
Walk.
and then keep going.
All right. Trot. Trot. Ah! Good. The click didn't click. I'm holding it wrong way. Walk. Trot. Good girl. Walk. Trot. I forgot to watch her ears. So I'm doing this now though, not the ears, right?
Well, she's less likely with that target to do the ears back just because it's new and something to look at.
Oh, okay.
Right. Now, on you go.
Walk. Trot.
Really nice. Really nice. It's 100% improvement. What are you shaking your head at?
Because I have too many things in my hand, that's all. I'm just thinking, walk. Oh, walk. Trot. All right.
Really good. Really good. Really good. Accidental click. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, absolutely. And then present. When she does manner, say, I'm going to reward you by playing again.
Okay, walk. Good. Trot.
Then maybe sit it on the ground.
Touch. Do I leave it?
Yeah, no, you can bring it. Okay, so really, really good. What do you think?
Oh yeah, so she understood that she was following it or
And we didn't see the ears back then.
right.
Which was interesting.
That is interesting.
Because she just had something to focus on that was unfamiliar, it was more interesting, it was different. So I think a lot of times you see the ears go back when they're bored and you need to move on to the next one.
Okay.
Right? Because then they're starting to thinking, well, I just, I can get this some other way, or maybe I can add something to this, or what else can I do? Sometimes I think putting the ears back is almost a solicitation, right? Like I'm going to try to do this and get the food.
Yeah.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
going to try to shake my head and get the food, or whatever.
Okay.
And I think we miss that sometimes in training. So if you start to see that, go do something else, right? Like we're going to leave or do something else or change it up or don't reward for the ears back and that kind of a thing, right? And it may be just the thing with the under saddle is that she's had those experiences under saddle. She's bored with whatever,
Yes.
and so that,
Yes.
and when she had that thing going on, whatever it was that was causing her the pain when she did trot, you've still got that memory that we're trying to overcome. Right? Because she didn't have that. And then she did have it.
Right.
And now she still has it, even though the pain seems to be gone.
Yes.
So I think that's really good. I think also knowing when to quit is good, because you saw here she started to get a little like distracted or whatever. She may be getting full. So I think that's the time to be like, you know what? We're going to keep this sharp, sweet, short, good. And if you're checking out, I'm checking out. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So we're going to keep you, when your homework, when you go home with this is, let's get stronger and stronger on these.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to use them on the ground like that. You're going to use them for the walk trot. Be clear though, if you click feed,
Okay.
okay, you can say good for the walk if you want and not feed, right? But if you click, you must feed right now.
Okay.
Okay. Later we'll have a variable reinforcement schedule, but we want the click to mean a lot because we want her to love the click, and then we use the click for the trot.
Okay.
Okay, so we want her to love the click.
Okay.
So that would be where I would go with that. And very quickly, you're going to be able to set that thing down, back up, and send her to it.
Okay.
1 step, 2 steps, or whatever, right? And that can be something if you wanted to have somebody with their phone take a little video and send it to me or whatever, we can look at that.
Can you just show me how to do that?
I'm going to try. I don't know that she's hooked on the target enough.
No.
That's why I was trying to get it really strong, but I was going to give her a break, and I will do that.
Okay. Well, we don't have
But
to
I
if you
wanna
don't think
try
it's
it.
good.
I mean, we may be able to, because I would love to show you what it looks like, but I don't know that she's strong enough on it. And I think she's getting to the end of her attention span. Because my mother would love for me to come back up there. And
Is that where your mother lives?
no, my aunt, and so I take my mother to see my aunt. Good girl. Because see, right now we're feeding her down there, or feeding her near the target, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we have to do in order to make this work is we'd have to say, ask her to come back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl, can you touch? See, she's not quite ready.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl, can you touch? Can you touch? Pearl, can you touch? Good. And then you would bring her back to feed her.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean?
Uh-huh.
She's just not ready. Can you touch? Because I want her stronger. I want her to
Yes.
run to that target.
Yes.
So, like even from the standstill.
Yes.
I want her to be very bold about touching the target.
Yes.
And touch.
I get that. So that's fine.
But if you use that target in that trot work, that's going to really help.
Okay.
Because you're doing a fantastic job getting her on the whip. So this is going to be the same thing,
Okay.
right? And like
Uh-huh.
I said, you might try 2 whips and 2 cones, but whips aren't very visible, so I don't
Right.
see how we just took that? She
Yes.
offered it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we want to make her bold on that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And touch. Good. That was really good.
Yes, it was.
And then later, you know, we'll teach her the stay. And that's all kinds of fun stuff. You can just go on and on and on with this if you're into it. But the fun thing about it is that you build a relationship on those days when it's too crappy to do it.
Yes, that's,
And
yes.
Pam will tell you it only takes 5 minutes, right? You walk out to the stall and do it. And she had Basil bowing, and you know, it only takes 5 minutes. Can you touch? Do you does she put her ears back when you girth her up?
No, not anymore.
Good. She's like, I love this. Alright, this might be
Even though she's distracted by the same kinds of things that typically have distracted her here, she's quiet in her distraction, you
well,
know?
she's partly doing that from head away too.
Uh-huh.
Don't you think?
Yes, yes.
Because in this,
Yeah.
it's a relaxed spot. It's the bossy ears we don't want.
Yeah.
Because when I have them in the bridle, I like for them to turn their ears back toward me.
Right, right. But the boss, that's a good name for it, the bossy ears.
Oh, are you ready? Try. All right, so just to give you a visual, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like when you do the trot.
Yeah.
I would use the Pearl, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Because in the saddle, you can do that. Like I can put a beginner on Eclipse and say, hey, Eclipse, are you ready? And he's like, they're about to ask me to trot. Do you see what I'm saying? Because he knows it from on the ground.
Okay.
So I would use that, are you ready? Right? And as much as you can remember, I know you're trying to remember a lot of things. And I would try to use the good with the click simultaneously. Make sense?
Yep. Yep.
All right, questions?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, so give me your assessment of what you think.
So I think this is exactly what I was looking for. I would like to be able to do more of this. I do understand that I could skip some of this and just ride the horse, but that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in my own timing. I think this kind of timing will help me under saddle as well, understanding timing this way. And I think, and it's useful for me to watch her and watch her from the ground and not always from being on her. So, and I like having something to do when the weather's poor.
It is quick, right?
Right.
You can go out there to see her for one session, 5 minutes a day does amazing wonders. You'll see.
Sure.
Okay, I think that was a really good assessment. What did you like about what you saw from her today?
So I saw that she could get over my mistakes when I started doing it right, you know, and that's encouraging. And I saw that she does, you know, she does actually like to do these things, and she's so I can up the game a little bit. I can do more because she likes it, and it's useful for both of us.
And you can worry less about making what you're calling mistakes.
Yes.
It's just your learning curve.
Yes.
And you can see that you can just cover it right up and
Yes.
take something else. So
Yes.
you don't have to worry about making a lot of mistakes per se, okay? So what we're going to do for homework is we're going to get her stronger on the orange cone, right?
Yes.
We're going to work on your timing.
Yes.
We're going to try to add a word to everything.
Okay.
And we're going to try to use the pearl, are you ready? And by the time I see you again, she's going to be very bold on the orange cone. Okay? All right, that sounds fabulous. Woo!
Very good for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And if you do well,